A federal judge temporarily stops a recently passed state question from taking effect.
Judge Vicki Miles LaGrange issues a restraining order against a constitutional amendment that prohibits state courts from considering international and Sharia law when deciding cases. Ed Murray was in the courtroom when the judge made her ruling. Ed?
Alex, the temporary restraining order will last for just 14 days, at which time there will be another hearing before Judge Miles LaGrange. But for now, the executive director of CARE in Oklahoma has successfully argued that he would have been harmed if this amendment had been allowed to be certified by the election board tomorrow.
I'm glad that she realized that we did satisfy all the factors in order to get a temporary restraining order, that there was an injury, that there was irreparable harm, that the equities favored the plaintiff, and that it was in the public interest to do this.
But Munir Awad knows this is just the first step in his efforts to stop this vote of the people. The amendment's authors point out the state didn't even prepare a response to the lawsuit ahead of the hearing.
Well, you'd think if 70% of the people sent a overwhelmingly approved a state question, that you could get a response on file and not just show up right as the game starts and offer and put your best foot forward. But that's what we saw today. I think I'm looking forward to our Attorney General-elect getting involved in the matter.
Awad says the Muslim community has received a threatening video and numerous vulgar emails and hate mail since he filed the lawsuit.
And I urge the authors of this amendment and the supporters of this amendment to please come out and condemn people that act in threatening and intimidating ways.
I haven't seen any hate mail. If they say they have, I don't have any reason to believe they haven't, but I haven't seen it, so they can say whatever they want to say.
Duncan quickly added that no one encourages or condones that sort of behavior, as both sides prepare for the bigger fight ahead on the actual constitutionality of the measure.
Established common law and a long laundry list of bodies of law the courts have historically looked to are included and protected.
We wanted to step up to make sure that the Muslim community are respected and recognized as engaged members of this community, just as every other faith-based community.
The state's written response to Awad's lawsuit is due in the judge's chamber by noon a week from tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, Ed, thanks. And the temporary restraining order will remain in place until a November 22nd hearing on a requested preliminary injunction.